What makes a civil or flanking maneuver succeed or fail? Imagine being surrounded by chaos on a battlefield, with your enemies on all sides. The way armies moved around each other could turn the tide of a fight. A flanking maneuver in the Civil War was all about sneaking around the sides or behind the enemy to attack from an unexpected angle. But whether it worked depended on several key factors. First, timing was everything. The attacking force had to move quickly and quietly so the enemy didn't notice until it was too late. If they moved too early or too slow, the enemy could spot them and prepare a counterattack. Terrain played a big role too. If the ground was open and flat, it was easier to maneuver. But if there were thick woods, hills, or rivers, it could slow down the flanking troops or hide their movement. Cavalry units were often used for these quick, mobile attacks because they could cover ground faster than infantry. Coordination was also vital. The main army had to keep the enemy busy with a frontal attack while the flanking force moved into position. Good communication meant the flank could strike at the right moment. Poor coordination could leave the flanking troops unsupported or exposed. Knowing how the enemy was arranged was another factor. Flanking was more likely to succeed if the enemy's sides were weak or stretched thin. If they had strong reserves or natural defenses like high ground or fortifications, the flank attack might be repelled. Firepower and tactics mattered too. Using artillery or rifle fire to keep the enemy pinned down helped the flanking troops get into position. Once in place, a sudden burst of fire could cause confusion and panic among the defenders. Morale was a big deal. A successful flank could cause the enemy to break ranks and retreat. Soldiers caught in a flank attack faced fire from multiple sides, which was terrifying. But if the attack failed or was repelled, it could demoralize the attacking side and cause confusion. Looking at real Civil War battles shows how these factors played out. At Chancellorsville, Confederate General Stonewall Jackson's quick, stealthy movement around the Union right flank surprised them and led to a major victory. His troops moved through difficult terrain and struck unexpectedly. At Chickamauga, Confederate flanking attacks had mixed results. Some succeeded locally by overlapping Union lines, but counterattacks on their flanks sometimes forced them to retreat. So, a flanking maneuver in the Civil War worked best when it was fast, well-timed, and kept secret. Good terrain, strong coordination, and understanding enemy weaknesses made the difference. When these elements came together, a flank could turn the entire battle in favor of the side executing it.